If you want the Bears to beat the Packers in Week 1 on Sunday at Soldier Field, like this video, smash that like button, don't jinx it. If I come back on Monday's live show and, I look back and I'm like, oh, we only got like 200 likes, I'm blaming you. Don't be the person that lets down the Bears. All you got to do, hit that like button if you want to win on Sunday. I'm Harrison Graham. Bears, Packers, Week 1 at Soldier Field as football is finally back. Bears a 1-point favorite. Total over-under is 42 points. And listen, it doesn't get much better than this, right? This rivalry, 4:25 Eastern, 3:25 Central Time. On today's show, why the Bears must beat the Packers in Week 1. Let's get to my number one reason. And I truly believe this. Chicago has the better quarterback in this rivalry for the first time since before Brett Favre? Seriously, they've got the better quarterback. Justin Fields, regardless of what you think about him, whatever you feel, is the better quarterback at this exact moment right now. Obviously, he's got flaws. Obviously, we're looking to see a jump in the passing game. But just as a pure playmaker and the fact that he's played a good amount through 2 seasons, he's definitely far more proven as a player in this league than Jordan Love. You look at Jordan Love in his career. He's gotten in 10 football games. He started 1. 60%, 600 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, QB rating of under 80. I'm not going to make a ton of the numbers. The point is, though, he hasn't even played. So you cannot be honest with yourselves and sit here and say right now that Jordan Love is better. Doesn't mean he couldn't be better than Fields at some point. I don't believe he will be, but doesn't mean he couldn't be if I'm being completely fair. But right now, Fields is more experienced. He's the best running quarterback in the league, and now he's got adequate weapons, which should help the passing game. We have not seen Jordan Love play hardly at all. You've got the better quarterback. You haven't been able to say that in 30 years of this rivalry. It's time. You got the better QB. You got a really good chance of winning in the NFL. Now, who do you guys think is going to be the better quarterback long term? Type JF for Justin Fields. Type JL for Jordan Love. I still think it's going to be Fields because his floor is so much higher with what he can already do as a runner. But maybe you disagree. Maybe there's some Packers fans infiltrating the chat. JF for Fields or JL for Jordan Love. Number 2, the Bears have better skill players. When's the last time you've been able to say that? Don't believe me? I think it's pretty obvious. We'll just go through the Bears position groups on offense and break that down. Number 1, wide receiver. You've got the better receivers. DJ Moore is better than anybody the Packers have. You could argue Darnell Mooney is more proven to this point than anyone Green Bay has. Now, I'm high on Christian Watson, although he's not been practicing, by the way, which we'll flash the injury report here in a little bit. Chase Claypool, he didn't play great last year, but he's still fairly proven in this league. Those 3 alone, that's better than what Green Bay can offer at receiver. Okay, let's go to running back. Well, we'll take a look at this in a minute. I really like the Bears running back room with Khalil Herbert, Deontay Foreman, and Roschon Johnson. Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, you could lean Green Bay the other way, but I don't think it's a massive difference. I think Green Bay probably gets the edge there. But tight end, that's where it separates. Cole Kmet, Robert Tonyan, Marcedes Lewis, which, by the way, Tonyan and Lewis were the top 2 guys in Green Bay last year. They're now on this side of the rivalry. Huge advantage for the Bears. The 2 Packers tight ends that are going to play mostly, rookies, completely unproven. Bears are better at wide receiver. They're better at tight end. Now, when it comes to the running back position, obviously, Green Bay's more proven there. So I'll give them the edge. Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon. It's one of the better 1-2 punches in the NFL. I think this Bears group could prove to be really good and maybe even better than this, but I'm going to be objective. I would take this pairing over what the Bears currently have, but I do like what the Bears have. But Jones is really good. We know what he brings to the table. Dillon's solid as well, especially in short yardage. So that is what it is. BetUS, the place to go to bet on games all season long. Including this one, chatsports.com/Bears. Use that link to sign up. That supports me. That supports the channel. Use promo code BEARDOWN. That supports you in your pockets because you put down $100. They're going to give you $125 for free. They'll match that deposit bonus up to $500. For example, if you put in $500 when you sign up, you get an additional $600. That's $1,100. It's a great value deal. Go check it out. And listen, I love the Bears being just a 1-point favorite at home. I know they've been on the wrong side of this rivalry for a while, but it's a new era for both Chicago and Green Bay, to be frank. 1-point favorite at home, I think that's really good value for Chicago. Put your money where your mouth is. Chatsports.com/Bears. Promo code is Bear Down. Coop, before we get to our fourth bullet point, let's flash the injury reports from Thursday, but we'll talk defensive upgrades first here, and then we'll get to the injury report. And yeah, the defense, it's better than it was last year. It really is. Is it elite? I wouldn't say that, but you're not going to be the worst defense in the league, which you were the second half of last year. You've got 6 new defensive starters, and they're upgrades in most cases. Yannick Ngakoue, that's an upgrade. He's the best pass rusher you have by far. Last year, your defensive line as a whole had 10 sacks. Defense as a whole had 20. Yannick had 9.5. That's an upgrade. DeMarcus Walker, upgrade. He had 7 sacks last year, and he plays the run well. Andrew Billings, he can help stop the run. That's better than Armont Watts. Linebacker, huge upgrades. TJ Edwards, Tremaine Edmunds. Jack Sanborn was your best last year. Now he's your third best, at best. And then Tyrique Stevenson, even though he's a rookie, he should be better than who was playing opposite of Jalen Johnson last year. So the defense should be much improved. Now, again, is it going to be a top 5, top 10 unit? Probably not. Top 20, though? Maybe even top 15. I think that's very achievable. I think this defense is built to create takeaways as well, so I'm pretty damn excited. Now, on the injury front, before we get to our next games, these are the Thursday injury reports, full disclosure, so we'll see whatever changes potentially come on Friday. But Friday's really a walkthrough, so this is probably a pretty accurate assessment. Now, Nate Davis, I think he'll play Sunday. He was dealing with a personal issue on Thursday. You know, it's been weird. Hopefully he's out there. Marcedes Lewis got a rest day. He should be good to go. I think Dillon Cole is the one guy who's probably out on Sunday. I expect DeMarcus Walker, Eddie Jackson, and Jaquan Brisker to all play as they were full participants on Thursday. Now, for the Packers, Christian Watson has not practiced on Wednesday or Thursday dealing with that hamstring injury. I think he's probably going to be out. We'll see what happens, but that's where I'm at right now. Romeo Doubs was limited. He's trending in the right direction. I'm guessing he's probably going to play. David Bakhtiari, he's been resting this week, but it sounds like he's going to play. Dontavian Wicks is going to play, it looks like. Rashawn Gary is going to be active, I believe, but on a pitch count, so you can take advantage of that. He's not 100%, and then Anthony Johnson, he should be active as well. Okay, number 4 reason why the Bears must win. Aaron Rodgers is gone. He's not here anymore. I know it ties back to the QB number, or to the first point. You've got the better quarterback. No more of this. It's over. No more tormenting. You don't have to deal with this son of a bitch anymore, okay? I mean, it's painful to look at, but it's over, guys. He's not coming back. The bad man's gone. Have fun in New York, New Jersey, where the hell they play. I mean, it was a tough 15 years watching this SOB, but it's over. It's Jordan freaking Love. You got to beat Jordan Love in his first real start. I know he started a game when Aaron Rodgers had COVID and was blaming Moderna on Pat McAfee's show, but it's over with. Like, you're playing Jordan Love now. You got to beat him, especially in his first start. Look, if you lose to him in Week 18 on the road, that's a different deal. That's a full season by that point. It's Jordan freaking Love. He started 1 game before this. Maybe he turns out to be awesome, but you got to beat him in his first game. Please. Aaron Rodgers is gone. Beat Jordan Love's ass. Yannick, sack him. Let's go. And then the final one is because I fucking say so. That's why the Bears must win. Because Bears fans say so. It's time. I just flashed the damn graphic of Rodgers. He's out of there. It's time to flip the script. You've lost 8 straight, 13 of 14, 24 of 28 in the regular season to Green Bay. Now let me repeat. You've lost 8 straight, 13 of 14, 24 of 28. That doesn't really sound like a rivalry. That's one-sided, man. You got to flip the script. Let me be clear. This is a great rivalry. I'm not saying it's not. But when it's been that one-sided, it gets a little diminished. It does. You gotta change the narrative if you're Chicago. No more. No more. It doesn't mean the Packers can't and won't ever win, but you got to set the tone. You got to beat this team at home in Week 1. Soldier Field is going to be on fire. These players, these coaches, they can't let us down. They've got to deliver on Sunday, because if they don't, can you imagine my reaction? Remember the Washington postgame reaction last year? Imagine that times 20. That's probably what it's going to be, especially if guys like Christian Watson are out. But even if not, you got to win. You got to win. You want to be for real? You want people to take you seriously? Beat the Packers in the first game in the post-Aaron Rodgers era in your own building. You got to win that game. Period. End of story. I expect the Bears to get it done. Now, if you want the Bears to beat the Packers, type FGB in the comments right now. Let's go. Get the FGBs going. Packers hate week continues. I cannot wait for Sunday. I'm ready to run through a brick wall. If you can't wait either, subscribe and join us. YouTube.com/BearsNow. Share it with a friend. We're going to be live on Sunday, 2:15 Central Time. Kickoff at 3:25. Let's freaking go. Bear down, FGB. Hope to see you there.